Hey guys, TommyBryson here, and what exactly is the best investment account out there, okay? And for me, by the way, that is M1 Finance, okay? And by the way, in this video, I'll tell you exactly why I like them and also why I used to hate them so much and why I never used them until around 2 years ago or like a year ago when I actually started using them a ton. And I left my other broker, which is basically Acorns at the time. I'll tell you the whole story in this video, but in this video, I'll tell you the pros and the cons to M1 Finance and why I use them as my main account when it comes to investing as a long-term investor. Long-term investor is key here. It's not for day traders or people that want to be selling back and forth and all that stuff. It's basically more for long-term investing. Now, by the way, guys, just so you guys know, I don't care if you use M1 Finance or any other app out there. What I do care about is basically that you start investing, because basically back in my day, when I was 19 years old, in order to invest, you need to pay $10 to trade back and forth for $20, okay? And on top of that, you can only buy whole shares. When I was 19 years old, today, you can invest basically with $1 or $10, and on top of that, trading is free. So there's no excuse to why you shouldn't be investing, okay? Usually, go max out that Roth IRA, you'll get the free money with your employer, and just start investing ASAP, unless you're in debt. At that point, you want to pay your debts off first, okay? Now, if you guys are new here, I post videos every single day on 3 channels, links down below, by the way. So make sure to also subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified. And on top of that, also destroying the like button. Now, I do have to give you guys a disclaimer, okay? Notice there's no hashtag ad anywhere here, okay? None of that. This video is not an ad for M1 Finance. I'm not sponsored. And by the way, I don't have fake loyalty for M1 Finance. Why? Because basically, the company is good today. But if it sucks, I'll tell you if it sucks, okay? That's not my goal here. But there's always a link down below to M1 Finance, because basically, you guys get money that way, and I also get paid money. But I'm not sponsored or directly affiliated with M1 Finance. So I have no reason to say, hey, they're so good, okay? I love them so much. No, if it sucks, I'll tell you it sucks, okay? I'm like that, all right? There's no fake loyalty here whatsoever. Now, the very first thing, guys, is this, okay? Tell me, what exactly do you like about M1 Finance? By the way, at the end of the video, I'll tell you exactly what I don't like about M1 Finance, okay? Because, by the way, it is not a perfect app. There are no perfect apps out there when it comes to investing or banking or mortgage or anything out there. Now, the first thing I like is basically how easy it is to get started and set up a portfolio. And by the way, a portfolio is just a collection of assets. So if you have like Apple, Walmart, and basically like JCPenney or whatever in one like pie, that's a portfolio right there. So it's easy to set everything up. And by the way, don't worry, I'll show you exactly how easy it is. And by the way, I have a link down below in this video for M1 Finance. When you click it, you go to my entire portfolio. And if you want to copy it, you can if you want to. That's one of the easiest ways to get started. So basically, if you want to do this, guys, if you go to one of my videos, for example, on YouTube, you click it, all right? And of course, click the like button, like always, right? But if you scroll down where it says description, it says right here, my M1 Finance portfolio plus $10 for free. Now, by the way, sometimes it's $10, sometimes it's actually $30. I think right now it's like $30 when you sign up, but it's just different all the time. But if you click it right here, it shows you exactly my portfolio and what I invest into. Now, in 1 year, right now, this portfolio is up around 46%, okay? Now, is this normal? The answer is no. Of course it's not normal. It's long-term investing. This right here is not, it's just for 1 year, because basically right now the market is really hot. But don't expect this every single year. Expect 10 to 12%. That's what you should expect. But if you click right here, invest in this pie, boom, you can go ahead and sign up and basically invest directly, automatically in the portfolio I actually use personally. However, though, if you don't want to do that and you want to create your own, that's fine. The app is also very easy to actually use. So right here, guys, is my phone. Obviously, swipe left, swipe right. This is my phone. I'm not lying. But if I go, for example, to the M1 Finance app, it's very easy to get started investing, okay? So, for example, if you want to build your own, just go over to M1 Finance, click research, and then go right here to the little 3 dots at the top and click, for example, My Pies. Now, all you have to do is click the plus symbol on the top and then create your very own pie just like that. That's all you have to do. And by the way, a pie is your portfolio. Slices are actually the investments inside of your entire portfolio. So if I want to invest, for simplicity here, into Apple, worth 2.1 trillion, and also into Microsoft, worth 1.8 trillion. And by the way, guys, crazy thing here is that once upon a time, Apple was going to go bankrupt. Microsoft saved Apple, so then basically Microsoft would have a problem with basically antitrust because they were basically a monopoly back then. So it's crazy how Microsoft helped them back then, but now Apple is so much more on top of Microsoft, although Microsoft does have a lot of money in Apple and makes a ton of money from Apple's success also. But if that's all I want, I click done right here. Boom, I'm done. And right here in portfolio says, well, 50% of my money is going to go into Apple and the other 50 is going to go into Microsoft. If I want to change that and say, hey, I want to actually do 60-40, I can if I want to. So every time I invest money, that $100 or $10,000 is going to go directly 60-40 into these companies, just like that. And to me, that is awesome and also very simple to actually do. So basically, for me at least, guys, when I go to invest, right here is my portfolio and my slices are 7 investments right here, 7 ETFs, okay? 38%, 16, 14, 10, 10, 8, 4. The exact way I want my money to be invested, okay? That's how everything works. Now, the second thing I love about M1 Finance is basically dynamic rebalancing. Now, if you are a long-term investor, you know the 2 most important things in investing are basically dollar cost average, invest the same amount every single week or monthly, and on top of that, also rebalance your portfolio when it gets out of whack. So for example, if I want to have 50% bonds and also 50% stocks, some years stocks might do better. Some years bonds might actually do like better or whatever, okay? So overall, if 1 year or like 2 years later I have, for example, hey, I want 50-50, but right now, stocks are doing so great that basically they're way higher than my bonds. The portfolio is out of whack. The common idea is basically I'm supposed to go ahead and sell some stocks and buy some bonds to bring it back to 50-50. However, though, what if I don't want to do that? Because basically, I don't want to get hit with any taxes. Well, the cool thing about M1 Finance is basically they are not stupid and they're actually pretty smart. So what it does exactly is basically whenever I go ahead and invest money, it puts some money, for example, exactly where it needs to be. So basically, if something is like underperforming, it puts more money into that. That way it brings it back up. And that way I'm never going to have to sell anything because everything is always going to be in balance because basically I'm also doing dollar cost average. So overall, right here, guys, okay, today I'm going to invest, for example, $1,593. So for example, guys, okay, on Thursday, I invested $233 and I only bought, for example, 4 investments out of my 7 investments. Why? Because basically it has to buy those right there to bring the value back up. That way everything stays consistent and that way in the future I don't have to sell anything. And that's called dynamic rebalancing, meaning every time you buy, it buys the investments that need buying and leave the other ones that don't. That way you keep the exact balance you actually want to. That right there is simple. Now, the third thing I like about M1 Finance, guys, is basically you can set it and forget about it. You don't have to worry about it whatsoever. So overall, okay, on M1 Finance, I have, for example, transfer sets and rule sets every single week. So every week I invest the money. However, they also have, for example, a checkings accounts, meaning, for example, I have money in there only for investing. So I send money basically from my account into here and the money is here and it gets invested, for example, every single week, meaning I don't have to worry about it. Automatically, my money's gonna be invested exactly how I want it to be and I don't have to check the app, for example, every single day. Although right now, I do check it every day because basically I'm waiting for SoFi to transfer my investments over to M1 Finance and that's why I check it every day. However, I don't need to if I didn't want to because basically with automatic transfers, the spend account, I don't have to worry about it and basically everything is done for me automatically and I never have to rebalance because basically I invest the same amount of money every single week and that way nothing is ever going to get out of whack to a level where I need to go ahead and sell investments and get hit with taxes. That's the main thing I love about M1 Finance. Now on top of that, guys, that's not all. They also have a few other features that I actually do like. For example, they have dividend reinvestment. So that way your money is reinvested automatically whenever you get paid it. On top of that, I also have flexibility. I don't borrow money, but if I wanted to, I could. borrow money from my portfolio to then go ahead and spend it on whatever I want to at a very low rate. Also, they have smart transfers, meaning you can transfer money automatically without having to think about it whatsoever in accordance to what your goal is. So basically, if your goal is to go ahead and max out your Roth IRA, which by the way, they have a Roth IRA in M1 Finance, the app can do it automatically based on how much money you actually have available. That's how cool it is. On top of that, they also have, for example, a custodial account if you want to invest into your kids. And also, all you need to invest is not, for example, 10K or 10 million. No, it's just $10. That's all you need to start investing. Now, guys, obviously, those are all the pros. But Tommy, what don't you like about the app? Well, I'll tell you 3 things I don't like about M1 Finance. And the first one is basically the M1 Finance Plus account, the spend account, the premium account that costs $125 a year. I don't like it. Why? Because basically, guys, okay, here are the features that this Plus account offers, okay? First of all, custodial accounts are only for premium users. I don't like that. It should be for everyone. If you want to invest in your kids, go ahead and do it. Because basically, M1 Finance is also going to make money. So why stop people from going ahead and investing into the kids, okay? I don't like that. On top of smart transfers, only for premium users. I don't like that. It should be for everyone. That way people can go ahead and invest more money also using M1 Finance. 2% loans, that's fine for premium. Afternoon trades, that's not cool. Because by the way, in M1 Finance, you only have 1 trading window for free users and 2 trading windows for premium users. Meaning, you can only buy in the mornings and also in the afternoons, but that's it, okay? No more. On top of that, they give you 1% APY, that's fine. 1% cash back, that's fine. But overall, it doesn't have the value of $125 in my opinion. A lot of features should just be basically free for everyone because that way they also make more money. So I don't like this whatsoever. On top of that, I also don't like that whenever you put money into it, is invested only in the mornings or basically in the afternoons. So if you miss the window, you'll have to be invested, for example, next day, the next business day. I don't like that at all because some days you might have a rush, you want to buy right then and there, but you're not going to be able to. I don't like that. The third thing I don't like is basically customer service. They're great when you get them on the line, okay? They are great, they're awesome. However, the on-call ones, because basically the pandemic is very hard to get connected. I don't like that. I wish it was more easier and it didn't take that long. Email services though are awesome. They never take more than 1 to 2 days to get back to you. I like that a lot, but again, they need to expand the customer service. That way people get in contact with them a lot faster. And on top of that, guys, you know, in the beginning, I did not like M1 Finance because basically it seemed very hard to set up for the average person, but in reality, they made it a lot more simple to actually do, and they're constantly growing and making things even more easier. So I do think in the future, they're going to be one of the best investment platforms, at least for example, for long-term investors. I like the app a lot. I use it every single week. And that's why I recommend M1 Finance. But overall, if you don't like it, I don't care. What I do care about is basically that you can go out there and invest. So pick whatever app you want out there. This is the one I like to use though, but just get started investing. That's the overall goal with all my videos. I don't care if you do it with this app or Acorns. By the way, the reason I switched from Acorns to M1 Finance was basically because Acorns has the power to do whatever they want with your portfolio, but basically switching it over to other investments. And I did not like that. But with this app right here, whatever I set is gonna stay like that forever because basically that's what I wanna be invested into. But with Acorns, if they wanna sell, they can sell and buy something else if they want to. They did that to me. It costs money in taxes and I don't like that. And that's why I don't use Acorns anymore and I use M1 Finance. And by the way, guys, if M1 Finance starts to suck, I will tell you, but for right now, it is definitely the best long-term investment app in the market right now, if you ask me. Guys, I'll see you guys next time. Comment down below and let me know, do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? By the way, for long-term investors, not for traders or for buying back and forth, no. For long-term investors, comment down below, let me know. By the way, let me know exactly which app is your favorite and also comment down below why. I want to know, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. If you guys want to text me or call me, join me on Patreon or send me a DM on Instagram at TommyBryson. And by the way, I also have 2 other channels where basically I post videos every single day also. The TommyBryson Show, link down below, and also the Ask TommyBryson, where basically I take calls from you guys for free from Monday to Friday and talk to you guys one-on-one from Monday to Friday from 12 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern, okay? I'll see you guys over there. Go subscribe to those channels. Links down below. See you guys tomorrow. And as always, peace.